Silence for one of the men who pioneered player safety. There's Baptiste Serrin. As the Pilu Pilu erupts around the stadium as it always does. Always rousing. And a nice little shot there of Danny Priso, the former La Rochelle loose head prop. Just enjoying that with some of his former teammates. Mathieu Reynal, the vastly experienced international referee, is the man in the middle this evening. So then La Rochelle in white, kick-off with Ahaya West. Former Toulon man himself. Going the other way, though, to La Rochelle. First touch for Teddy Iberian. Former Racing man coming in for his first season this time around. Just 3 points for him. Only started 5 times, including today. Back the other way, and a first touch for Brice Dulin, the fullback. France international, but not since the 2021 Six Nations, almost 3 years ago now. France getting ready at Marcoussis, their traditional training camp. And a penalty already there, you can see there for Facundo Issa, the Argentinian international number 8, coming through and getting himself offside. Iberian, lovely, out there into the path of Lavani Botia. Teddy Thomas with the kick, and then the mark called by Melvin Jaminet, who will be a little disappointed that he's not been retained by Fabien Galtier for the start of the Six Nations next weekend. He moved away from Toulouse to try and get more regular action and play himself into France action. But so far, he's still got work to do. 40 points in top 14 so far, which is a long way short of what the likes of Joe Simmons have done with Pau. Well over 100. And Facundo Issa there, just getting a little too eager at the beginning of the game. Well, the pocket battleship that is Lavani Botia. He will be a key man tonight for them. When he starts breaking through gain lines, then that's when La Rochelle really start to get moving. They're going to go for the 3 points, though, early on. So time back on again. Teddy Iberian here with a chance to add to his only 3 points. Ahaya West has only kicked 5 this campaign as well. Iberian then up the scrum half, high, accurate through. And it's the visitors who get the first points. Toulon 0, La Rochelle 3. So Ronan O'Gara choosing to be up in the gods, and Pierre Mignoni, as he usually is, down on the touchline. So points on the board, less than 2 minutes in. And now a chance here for Toulon to start building something in attack. Issa. Good movement. Chance to come down this near side with Duncan Power, the Samoan international centre. That ball has gone out in the hands of Brice Dulin. Duncan Power, who has got a couple of tries at the internationally this season. All of his tries actually come for Samoa. First try for Toulon didn't come until the 3rd day of match action in the European Champions Cup against Munster. Of course, his coaches or the opposite coaches, Ronan O'Gara's one sole club in what was a stalling career. Munster through to the last 16 of European competition. Iberian told to get on with it. The former Breeze and Racing man finds touch. Well, Hugo Royce is the man who has been sharing duties with Antoine Histoy at fly half this season for La Rochelle. Antoine Histoy is away with the French national side, and Hugo Royce not involved tonight. Turning this into a maul. Toulon able to keep it going, and La Rochelle have managed to effect the turnover ball.
Allez, en place. Allez.
See there, Jordan Cancordier taking advantage of the fact that Paul Boudent is away, preparing for the Six Nations. Coming up to 5 minutes, still just the 3 points on the board, and it's a first scrum of the game.
Flexion. Lié.
Rochelle have won 3 of their last 4 top 14 games, which is as many wins in their first 8 of the season. Starting to find form as Teddy Thomas kicks long and chases down the line. It's outside the 22, so Melvin Jaminet has to play it. Territory battle developing. Brice Dulin is the latest to kick, and he goes for touch. And he'll get it up to just past halfway. Brice Dulin once thought that he would have a nice career in the French national side, but Thomas Ramos's rise, and indeed Melvin Jaminet's as well, on the opposite side tonight. I've seen him drop down the pecking order. Teddy Bobigny, first line out, good. Into the arms of David Ribbons. Jaminet gets the kick away just in time, and it's gone behind Brice Dulin. Home crowd like that. Dulin, though, gets rid of it, doesn't find touch. Jaminet feels it and brings it forward again. And it's gone out on the full. Well, he's had a few problems like that. Ran it out of the 22, and it was almost a 50-22, but that's the risk when you're going for the 50-22. You just get a little bit too much on it, and it goes out on the full, and they come all the way back to where he kicked it from. Tololatu in for Pierre Bouguerie tonight, who's still recovering from his shoulder injury, the usual #1 hooker for this magnificent La Rochelle side. Latu comes forward again, the Australian international, who hasn't appeared for the Wallabies since, well, about 3 years. Danny Priso trying to push them back, but big rumble forward by Alexander Kuntelia, the Georgian under-20 international tight head prop. It's a penalty because a Toulon player is playing the ball on the ground.
No, hand on the ground, okay? He goes through the ruck with the hand on the ground.
Beka Gigashvili, the legendary Georgian international tight head prop. You'd have to say that about him now. Versatile too, he can play on both sides of the scrum, which is not always the case with front row forwards.
Okay, je vais leur dire, ça marche.
La Rochelle trying to use some big hitters early on to try and punch holes. There's Jack Knoll there with his usual skull cap on, trying to push that ball back. He's turned his back on the English national side after a long, illustrious career that started all the way back 10 years ago. 45 caps, 33 starts, 14 tries, 2 World Cups in that time. So then a chance for Iberian to extend the away side's lead. And he does. So with 9 minutes on the clock, or there or thereabouts, La Rochelle extend to 6 points to nothing in front. Well, Toulon have lost 8 of their last 10 top 14 matches against La Rochelle, after winning 7 of their first 11 top-flight matches against them. The change in the power structure evident in this match. Toulon very much a powerhouse in the last decade, when the likes of Johnny Wilkinson were here, European champions, top 14 winners. La Rochelle, though, the new powerhouse. It's been a heady rise for them as well since they came up. It wasn't that long ago that they were a Pro D2 team. Turned back inside there by Naikalevu. Back by Ben White. And quickly, Jeremy Sanzel has been charged down. And here comes Iberian with the first try. And it is all La Rochelle in the opening part of this game. To Teddy Iberian. Penalty kicks followed by a bit of a nightmare for a man who is a little bit of a makeshift fly half for Toulon in this game. Jeremy Sanzel forced in from the centre because of injuries to Matthew Smaley and Dan Bigger. Didn't look like there was danger here. Back it went. Just took a little lick too time, and Erebian was so quick. His first try of the season, and his first try since December of 2022. He scored all the points so far. Terrific start here for La Rochelle, who enjoyed a really good victory against Sale in booking their place in the last 16 of the European Champions Cup. So off we go then. Melvin Jaminet with the honours of kicking off.
Au sol. Non, lâche ça.
It's not quite what Pierre Mignoni would have been looking for from the home side, who have yet to lose at home, domestically at least. They did lose against Exeter, Jack Knowles' old side. Irabin is being put under huge problem here, and not surprisingly, Danny Priso has ripped that ball away from him. Wasea. Well brought down, though, the Fijian danger man. Lovely stuff from Becca Gigashvili, but it caught out his front row partner, Danny Priso, who knocks the ball on and hands the possession back to the away side. All fingers and thumbs, and that allowed Lavani Botia to come in and kick the ball away. Danny Priso also offside. Too quick off the mark. He's saying yes, it was too quick, but he's asking Teddy Arabian, when I say play it quicker. Well, this isn't the start that he was looking for. Pierre Mignoni came to Toulon at the beginning of last season after winning the Challenge Cup with Lyon in the final against his side that he now coaches. Also the first season that Ronan Agara was in charge of La Rochelle after being at number 2 before that. Both of his first 2 seasons, European champions. Hasn't quite worked out in top 14 yet. They're still so close, but no Brennus, not yet.
Allez, décalez-vous là. Bébé, viens de ce côté, s'il te plaît.
Toulon are one of 4 top 14 teams to have won all of their home matches so far this season. They've conceded just 84 points at home before the 13 that they've conceded in this game already. Game a point a minute at the moment, which is not something they'd be used to. It's been a terrific start to the top 14 season for them. Their away form, though, is just stopping them getting further up, but they will not want their home form to fall apart. Iribirin at the back. Out by Ahaya West. Toulon seemed smart to that, though. Holding on after the tackle. Wasea over the top of Ulipano Soteni, the Australian-born Samoan international. It's a really good scrum. Both front rows keeping it solid and stable, no collapsing is what we like to see. Really tough jousting battle. This was the ball out to Soteni, and it was a really great tackle by Wasea, who was on his feet almost immediately. Over the top of the ball. So then Teddy Bobigny, line out. Nicely done into the path of Leicester Fayinga Ganuku, this explosive left wing in this season. Having an effect on French rugby after having an effect in the Rugby World Cup as well. New Zealand international who had 4 matches there. Scored 5 tries, and here comes Wasea. Out to the man we've just been talking to, Fayinga Naoku. No change for Gigashvili. They'll try again. Wasea Naikaluvu feeds it out to Ben White, the Scotland international. Pushes forward the scrum half there. Still in touch, they've lost the ball though. There must have been a knock-on in there somewhere. The referee has not signified one though. But La Rochelle, great defence, out of trouble. Followed by Remy Piquet. And then the second man coming in off his feet and giving away the penalty. It's Louis Penverne, the young loose-head prop. Toulon electing to go for the scrum. Well, there's a 20 and a 21-year-old on either side of the scrum for La Rochelle, and Toulon think that this is maybe somewhere they can actually put the visitors under pressure. A lot of experience on the other side in Danny Priso, Teddy Bobigny and Becca Gigashvili. It's a real learning experience this for young Penverne up against the powerful Georgian. Might only be 5'10", but 18 stone plus.
Allez, allez en place les gars. Non, parfait. Non, parfait. Ok, allez en place.
Nonchalant look from Rog. Doesn't look like his side are up 13 points to 0, does it? After only 16 minutes of the game. So front row of Priso, Bobigny and Gigashvili. Back second row of Ribbons and Alan Oese. Blind side to Prayer. Open side Abadi. Facundo Issa in the number 8. And the ball being fed in though by Ben White for Toulon, and they have a penalty already. Issa peels off the bat. White not going anywhere fast, and they could be in trouble because Brice Toulan's got it. But they were playing an advantage. Toulon to cease to leave it up by the halfway line.
Watch here. Rochelle. Derrière. Derrière. Allez, on fait l'effort, on reste haut.
Big push
Non, de l'autre côté.
from Toulon. Then they decided with the advantage, usually you see them going for a kick to the corner when you have that kind of advantage. They decided to throw it out instead. And even though Brice Toulon took it, there was no danger. Alexander Coutenelia there, in for the immense Weenie Antonio, who, like Red Awardy on the other side of the scrum on the front row, is with the French side, getting ready to take on the Irish.
Les blancs, il faut garder. On garde le hit, keep the hit, okay? Yeah, but not step back. I will tell them to not overleaning, okay? Juste n'avancez pas et reculez pas. On équilibre après on joue.
So he's just saying the same thing in French that you just heard him say in English to Tolu Latu. So always the balancing act when it comes to the front row. Trying to keep the body positioning high, not engaging too early. White feet again. Another big push. Oh, and it's gone the other way though. La Rochelle get one. I think he's penalising Beka Gigashvili, who can't believe it. The Georgian prop. We're on the right side of that. There is Beka Gigashvili going down, taking Louis Penverne with him. At least that's how the referee saw it. And away by Brice Toulon. Doesn't go into touch though. And a mistake from La Rochelle. Back comes Jaminet. They weren't expecting that though. Ben White takes it up though, and the English-Scottish scrum half makes some ground. Good hands, oh lovely. However, they could be in trouble. And yeah, the second time with a La Rochelle player through on the try line. The referee brings them back because of a penalty the other way. This time it was Ahaya West, the disappointed escapee. There is the knock-on by Teddy Thomas. Regarded as deliberate as well, which will give the chance for Melvin Jaminet to go for goal. Beka Gigashvili there looking for explanation as to why he was pinged at the last scrum. He said it was normal what I was doing, and he goes, yes, but just make a little effort. He goes, yes, of course, but you know, I don't think anybody's going to win that argument. Jaminet here with the first chance to put Toulon on the board. High, looks like it's coming back in, is it? Just enough. Toulon finally get on the board and pull it back to a 10-point game at 3 points to 13. There's Dan Bigger, one of those who's injured today still. Remember, he had that horrible moment when he was taking a conversion a few weeks back, where he wasn't able to take the conversion because his back went during the run-up. A little bit messy, this from Toulon. Now they've got a little bit more structured again. Toulon. Good catch, off he goes, he slipped there. Went straight into Cornel Depré. Yep, no unsportsmanlike play, is the referee confirming there. Saw him blatantly slip. West into Quintanilla. Forward by Iribaren. It's gone behind Jeremy Sanzel. And it's gone dead. Not easy for this. He's played less than 20 times in a long career at fly half, Jeremy Sanzel. It's not ideal. Made a good decision there not to touch it.
Allez, en place. PV, prends ce côté. Allez, en place.
Very young front row, except for Tolu Latu. 9 or 10 years older, though, than either man on either side of him. Fed in by Ben White. Strong again here from Toulon. Facundo Issa peels off the back and tries to get past De Gea West. He does pretty well at bringing him back. West. Oh, and Rochelle left it behind him. And Sameli Donavuku thought he was going to be able to run off then, and he was denied. Another penalty to Toulon. Facundo Issa here did well. White fed it back. Sanzel out to Wasser, who couldn't take it with him.
By the defender. The charge
pusher? But it's, yeah, their charger is pushed, yeah.
From behind?
Yeah, but that's legal. You cannot push a ball carrier into a tackle, but you can push...
a charger?
Yeah, you can push a charger. There is nothing in the law, yeah.
Yeah, it's not always so clear-cut, as Ben White has just discovered. Jaminet with another opportunity then to reduce the deficit. On target again. We've got it down to a one-score game. Over halfway through the first half. Toulon 6, La Rochelle 13. Behind West. Into the night sky once more. 7 points between the two sides now. Cornel Depré charging past tacklers. White to Jaminet, who's effectively coming in and playing half full-back, half fly half. Toulon.
Stop!
Jaminet again. How many times have we seen him through the years take on those lines? Oh, he's gone forward, though. Well, he came to renowned attention back in his days when he was at Perpignan. Charging through, first of all, Pro D2 defences, and then doing the same thing in Top 14. It earned him a French international cap before his team were even in Top 14. Hasn't quite gone for him since those heady early days when, as a youngster, he was lighting up the pitches.
Flexion!
On my inside.
Lié.
Feeds and takes quickly. Teddy Thomas runs straight into Cornel de Prea.
Non, c'est pas suffisant.
West. Oh, big hit there on Jack Knoll. Typically, though, the ex-England international takes more than one hit to bring him down. Followed by Ewan Tonga, the number 8, in for Gregory Aldrip today, who's away with the French national side. Getting ready for that Six Nations kick-off next week in Dublin. Sorry, next week in Marseille. Of course, it's in Marseille because the Stade de France is being renovated and prepared for the Olympic Games that arrives here in the summer.
Main clairement au sol. Qu'est-ce qu'on fait? Qu'est-ce qu'on fait? Poteau.
Determined work from La Rochelle. It's a good defence until that last part where Esteban Abadi just went off his feet, still playing the ball. Big one this for the La Rochelle scrum half. Penalty kick that would just arrest the movement towards them by Toulon. So Ribéry continuing to score all of the points that La Rochelle have scored. He does. It's over. And it's 6 points to 16 to Ronan O'Gara's men. Lavani Bottia. Oh dear, that was careless. Tolu Latu creating a position of crossing. So Bottia takes it. Latu is number 2. You see there, just blocking off Bobigny, stopping him from making the tackle. That is very careless. Just when they took the advantage to go 10 points ahead, they're going to allow Melvin Jaminet here to knock it back down to 7.
C'est bon, Patrick.
Through it goes, simple enough. 9 points now for Toulon, 16 for La Rochelle. It's a snail trail of points at the moment, except for the one try by Teddy Ribéry in the 11th minute. So West kicks off again.
No.
Becca Gigas really has it. It is wrestling with Lavani Bottia. That's a tough tussle. White.
Stop.
Jaminet. Straight down the throat of Brice Dulin. Brice Dulin's going for a 50-22 here. Melvin Jaminet knows it. No point taking that one quickly. Off the outside of the boot, caught the bounce beautifully. That was lovely. And a really attacking opportunity now.
Rentrez. Ok, c'est bon.
Tolu Latu trying to get the ball as dry as he can. Former New South Wales Waratahs man.
Ok, lui dedans.
Came to France first of all by going to Montpellier. Setting up the driving maul. Latu at the back. They're not moving very much at the moment though. This is good from Toulon, but now they bring it round to the right and they're going. Out wide, into the path of Donivuku. Forward by Tonga. Tonga has been tackled. He's got to release the ball. Irreverend feeds it out to Jack Knoll. Jack Knoll trying to go inside Wasea. Wasea brings him down though. Two players not rolling away from the tackle though.
5 et 13. Plaquage.
Brian Alanoese, the second row forward, one of them. And Wasea and Akalevu, the other. There he is, the Fijian captain. Fiji going all the way to the quarterfinals where they lost against England in the Rugby World Cup. Wasea very much one of the stars. Will Skelton, not often he gets to watch from the sidelines. Australian international captain. Australia very much now trying to build for the future. New coach, new aspirations. Let's hope that they can come back to better days. Exciting though, world of rugby is beginning to grow. Other nations are coming through, Georgia, Portugal. Portugal with their first ever win, actually against Fiji at the Rugby World Cup. Irreverend. Oh, he missed it. First miss. So it remains 9 points to 16. And it's a good bounce again, and didn't quite go over the 22. Jeremy Sanzel thinking about taking it quickly. Clearly, that's La Rochelle have decided that there is a weapon to be used here with the big kick.
Allez. Dedans. 4. Non. Qui relayeur? Ok. In. Oh. Stop. Les gars, venez plus vite. Vous pareil, vous venez plus vite. Restez là. Bouge pas. Toulon, là.
Referee telling Cornell Dupree where he wants him to stand. Teddy Bobigny feeds it in and it's stolen. Against the head. Good steal by Cancourier. However, Toulon got it back again. Brice Dulin once more. Sanzel catches. Melvin Jaminet. Dulin. A little bit further forward this time with the kick. Sanzel. Feeding it out. A little bit tough at the moment for Toulon to get going. White. Better. Getting a little bit of passing going, and that's a great tackle by Teddy Thomas on the ever-dangerous Leicester Fainga Naruku. Haven't quite yet seen Fainga Naruku really get going. Here he is once more. Offload to Jaminet.
Pareil que là-bas, même faute. Deux plaqueurs dans le cas.
Well, Teddy Thomas, I'm not sure whether it was actually him that was pinged. He did try to get out of the way as soon as he could, but referee still not happy with him doing it. Melvin Jaminet is going to go for the corner. Well, this was the steal. Yet somehow Toulon managed to get it back again. Gaël Drian, 4 tries already for him, the 23-year-old wing. Fahinganuku managed to almost get away from Teddy Tomo. He's not always been known for his tackling, but that was a terrific grab.
Reste là-bas, reste à 10.
Bobigny back, bit messy, but Alan Oase manages to grab it. He's brought down by Botia. Forward by Issa, and then backwards. Big hit by Levani Botia. Toulon still have it though. Bobigny rumbles forward. 2 minutes to go until the break. White to Alan Oase. Brought down by the smallest man on the pitch, Rebia. Sanzel, Jaminet, better. Look at this is nice. Fahinganuku starting to get a little bit of rhythm now in the passing, Toulon. Issa is thumped back. That was a big hit by Remy Piquet. Looks suspiciously a little bit high as well as Fahinganuku comes back inside once more. Ball is there, says the referee. Gigashvili, advantage being played here now to Toulon. White, it's a free hit. Jaminet out wide. Wasser, that's forward. Ball a little bit greasy on occasion and having trouble sometimes getting that movement in the passing.
Ok, tu as vu les ralentis ou pas?
Comme le jeu continue, on va voir les ralentis.
Vas-y.
Le doute, toi?
Ouais, arrête du temps. Je veux contrôler le plaquage. Je veux contrôler le plaquage. Le joueur droit.
Well, I did mention it at the time that Remy Piquet looked like he might have hit a little bit high, and the TMO has decided to bring the referee's attention to it.
Michel, c'est sur Facundo Isa avec Piquet.
So here's Issa. Now then, is that a shoulder into the head or the neck of the Toulon number 8? Well, you can't really see it from that angle. Maybe this one. Well, it's not the worst I've ever seen. And I don't think they're going to take any action. So he's saying there's no head contact. So just the penalty for another infringement.
Oui, mais il n'y a pas de contact tête-à-tête. Il n'y a pas de contact sur la tête. Non, mais là, sur le buste. Hein? Ça va? Ça va, gros, ça va. Pas de souci, c'est la règle.
They're still arguing.
C'est bon.
Meanwhile, Melvin Jaminet is lining up a penalty just as the half-time hooter goes off. Straight through. And a good finish for Toulon. The only try of the half going to Teddy Iribarat of La Rochelle. Apart from that, it's penalties all the way through, but at half-time it is Toulon 12, La Rochelle 16. Out comes the Toulon captain, Teddy Bobigny, who we heard a very good analysis from at half-time. Basically, they need to be a lot more precise with their play. Too many mistakes, handing the impetus back to the away side.
Ouais, c'est bon. Non, le le seul truc, c'est que je lui ai dit, il pèse un peu sur le lié, et je lui ai dit de ne plus le faire. Mais après, il est...
So it's Danny Priso talking with the referee about what was going on with the decisions with the scrums in the first half. So then off we go again then. Melvin Jaminet gets us underway. Taken by Levani Botia, the Fijian international. Back row forward. Oh, this is good pushing. La Rochelle in all sorts of trouble on their own 5-metre line. And already Toulon sensing blood. A maul called, and it'll be a scrum to the home side. Great work by the captain, Teddy Bobigny. Well, La Rochelle there, absolutely decimated at the restart. That's got the crowd infused already in the second half. Well, it looks all right at this stage, but Levani Botia got a little bit isolated. He had one man in support, it wasn't enough, and through came the horde of Toulon forwards. Turned it into a maul, and once that happened, well, there was always going to be trouble for La Rochelle. Scrum is one of the areas where Toulon think they've got the upper hand. Against a relatively inexperienced front row for La Rochelle. Missing the likes of Winnie Antonio and Redawardi. Both away with the France side, and that's different. We haven't seen that so far in the game. Front row's collapsing immediately.
Allez, en place. Allez, la marque est là. Allez, en place.
Caban Villiers, incidentally, the French international wing, has been injured. Out for 6 weeks with a knee injury. He was injured in the match against Glasgow. So then reforming the scrum, better, more solid. Ben White just about manages to get that away. Picked up by Gael Drian, the right wing. Facundo Issa takes it and is immediately hit by Yohan Tonga. Bobigny with Priso. They charge forward along with Beka Gigashvili. White on his feet and feeds it into the path of Esteban Abadi. White. Little kick forward attempt by Duncan Power. Didn't work at all. Melvin Jaminet has managed to keep that, though, a red ball. Gigashvili runs into Botia. Slightly stressed look on the former scrum half, that is Pierre Mignoni. Slightly distressed look from Teddy Bobigny, because that mistake ends that attacking moment and allows La Rochelle to escape to safety. No, the relative safety. Just the other side of the halfway line. Well, he's not enjoying it, I don't think, Jeremy Sanzel as fly half, but we're with Matthew Smailey out with a knee injury and Dan Bigger still nursing his back problems. There's not been many options left for Pierre Mignoni. It means that they're sort of playing a sort of hybrid system with Melvin Jaminet, the fullback, coming into the number 10 role on occasion. It's Tololatu. La Rochelle hooker push backwards, but retains possession. Irebaran feeds it back into the path of Jorikel Kankoye. Nowhere to go, and in the end he trips over Cornel de Prea. There's a knock-on in there, and it means that it'll be a scrum to Toulon. Jorikel Kankoye, who came into La Rochelle this season. after 8 years at Clermont-Auvergne. Clermont with a big win earlier today against their nemesis Castres.
Flexion. Lié.
White feeds. Again, it's solid. Strong scrummaging from both sides. Eventually it comes out. White has it. Misses out Sanzel. Jaminet kicks it straight into where the scrum was still getting up. Well, they were trying something off the training ground by the looks of it there, but it really did not work. Basically kicked it into one of his own men who was in an offside position. Involuntary offside, as the referee has said a couple of times. Did it twice, just for good measure.
Restez comme ça. Quand je suis les deux.
Next person that touches it has to be a player that started behind the kick. So, by definition, if you've kicked it straight into your own players at the scrum, they're going to all be in front of you. Again, it's those lack of precise moments that Bobigny was talking about at half-time, that Toulon are still making those mistakes.
Flexion. Lié.
Struggling for form a little bit, Jaminet. Toulon engaging too early, meaning a free kick to La Rochelle. La Rochelle now feel that they might have the upper hand with the scrum.
Allez les blancs.
Allez les blancs. He's not their fan, I assure you. He's telling him to get on with it, move it, hurry up.
Flexion. Lié.
Again, the other way. So what are Toulon going to do with this? Well, maybe La Rochelle regret now the decision to go for the scrum again. High ball, Brice Toulon calls the mark. And halts play with the clean catch. Again, another mistake from Toulon. They are hampering themselves at the moment. Ronan Nagar has come down to the touchline. Obviously feels the need to be able to give a bit more instruction. Nice catch by Jaminet. One-handed over the barrier. Bobigny, better into Ribbons. Poa into Issa. Issa takes Priso and Gigashvili with him. Ben White keeps the ball alive. Sanzel inside, that's better. Lovely play. Gael Drian with the tap tackle that brought him down. Again, though, they're starting to move the ball. This is beautiful stuff now from Toulon. Lovely play. Power. Now, surely if he can get the ball away, he can, and Ben White goes over. Toulon's first try, and the Scotland international seems to have heard himself touching down. What a lovely move, though, from Toulon. They tried that a few times in the first half and just couldn't quite get it together. They finally do in the second. Beautifully worded try coming from a solid line out, Ribbons feeding it out, and from there the passing was quick and slick until the space opened up. Lovely offloads. Power just delaying the pass, looked like he'd given it away, but it was absolutely perfect. And Ben White comes through to score his first top 14 try. even if it was at some cost to himself. Chamonix, successful. And Toulon are in front for the first time in the game. That's what Bobigny was looking for. That was much more precise. So then Toulon 19, La Rochelle 16. 10 minutes into the second half. Tolulatu has been replaced at hooker by Quentin Lesbiac. And Georges-Henri Colombe has come on for the young tight head prop Alexander Contelia. A few back problems for Danny Priso. Meanwhile, Christopher Tolafua, Bruce DeVoe look like they're about to come on. Bobigny with the line out. Ribbons went too early, however, Toulon have still managed to somehow win that. Out by White, Priso testing out that back immediately. White being chased after by Yohan Tonga and by Ken Courier. Good charge forward there by La Rochelle. Have they got turnover ball? No, they haven't. Ribbons is going to come in and play scrum half. Chamonix. Again, he doesn't get the kick away, but at least it gets something on it. Piquet hit hard by Ribbons. Piquet's done really well there after that hard hit. Who's got the ball, though? Turnover ball. Great play by Toulon, and they're starting now to grow in confidence. Ribbons gets the plaudits for that power hit on Piquet. Perfectly timed. The back row forward was back down on the ground when he was hit. Frustration for the La Rochelle man. Really, Piquet playing for Ultan Dilan, who's out with a knee injury at the moment, the Irishman. So a chance here for Melvin Chamonix to extend the lead. Newly found in this game for Toulon. This to take them over 20 points. He's hit it well again. 22 points to 16. Chamonix might have had a few problems in open play, but his kicking a goal has been good. Teddy Bobigny is coming off, and he will be replaced by Bruce DeVoe at hooker. Well, I say we've replaced it, but that's an interesting one. Bobigny comes off. DeVoe has come on, but he's a loose head prop. Would have made more sense he's coming on for Danny Priso, who might have had to go off because of that little back problem he had, a little spasm that needed the magic spray a few moments ago. Yes, that makes more sense. DeVoe on for Priso.
Change
And Tolifua has come on for Bobigny. Lovely take there under pressure by Brice Dulin. However, he's got a little bit isolated. Terrific play by the full-back.
Stop to speak.
Offside by Ben White, and he's also in trouble because of something he said.
Stop to speak. Stop to put your hands up. I don't tell you how to play. Don't tell me how to ref, okay? Don't put your hands up and don't speak in it.
Ben White, not impressed, but then neither was the referee. That's not gone into touch. Chamonix with a chance to clear. 15 minutes into the second half. Toulon all of a sudden with a 6-point lead over La Rochelle, who led throughout the first half. Brice Dulin chases his own kick and goes up with Jeremy Sanzel. Sanzel doesn't take it cleanly, but he does at least hit it back towards his own teammates. Issa cuts back inside and hits Georges-Henri Colombe, who seems to have got rid of that blonde quiff he had a little while ago. On top of that massive head of his. Iribarren. Chamonix, not much of an angle to play with here. Doesn't try to go for touch. West goes for the little up and upper and changes his own kick. Up for it with goes Drian and gets it at the second attempt. It's going to be Wasea who plays scrum half. Pauala. It's not going to get any change out of Louis Penverne. Still on at loose head prop for La Rochelle, the 20-year-old. Who's going for this one? Well, La Rochelle players seem to leave it for each other, but they've somehow managed to get that back. Oh, that's dangerous. Oh, it's very dangerous. Lovely. David Ribbons is going to race away, but that try was made by Esteban Abadi. And Toulon are suddenly running away with it. David Ribbons with his first top 14 try. And his second try in total for his new side, the former Northampton man. Scored against Northampton in the Champions Cup, even though they didn't win a single game. That is built by the forwards, but in the image of the backs, oh dear, the party pooper has arrived.
Oui, il n'y a pas trois de toute façon. S'il y a un avant clair du rouge, on annule l'essai, on revient à la fin.
Right, so saying if there is a clear knock-on, they will rule the try out.
Ah non, pas du tout.
Regarde Mathieu.
Ah.
So then, well, that's definitely not a knock-on.
Okay.
However,
Okay.
that
Clairement en avant, récupéré par le blanc et la passe longue derrière.
Ben White unable to control the catch. The ball comes forward. There will be no try, and La Rochelle escape a big one.
Okay, vas-y, changement.
Well, it's a shame for Ribbons. It's a shame for Pierre Mignoni too. So then, having written try on my sheet, I'm now having to write no try on it. On comes Antoine Histoy at fly half. And on comes Will Skelton into the second row.
Allez, en place.
And also, change of scrum half as well. With Terera Barlow coming on as well.
Flexion. Lié. Je.
Away comes Tonga. There's a knock on. Jack Noll struggling to get into the game at the moment, the former England international wing. Tonga went down. Can argue there, Toulon was playing it on the ground, but Bobigny high fives with his teammates.
Flexion.
Vasil Lobanitsa has also come on, change of scrum half. Ben White has gone off. Ben White did actually get injured when he scored a try earlier. Hurt his shoulder and it looks like he's not been able to carry on. Hastoy has come on. There is White. There it is, getting his shoulder wrapped up.
Flexion. Lié. Sure.
Well, Lobanitsa's not going to get the chance to put that ball in because La Rochelle have been penalised for engaging too quickly. Are they going to take the scrum again? Both these sides have felt that they've had the advantage from time to time when it comes to the set piece. Neither side has really demonstrably proved it, but that's exactly what Toulon are going to do. Trying to force this and maybe get the full penalty.
Flexion. Lié. Je.
Skewed around. Referee's going to make the reset.
Pas de pas chassé à l'impact. On reste droit. OK?
George-Henri Colombe there. The new freshly haircut. Tight head prop. Just 142 kilos in a 6'4" frame. 22 stone plus on that right-hand side of the La Rochelle scrum. On the other side, Pavane is 111 kilos. When Carl Soran comes in, another youngster, he's 135. That will add to the weight as well. Lobanitsa has gone down, and his Toulon have been penalised. And that's a good victory for the likes of youngster Louis Penverne, the 20-year-old. Given a big job here to deputise for Red Awardie. Becca Gigashvili was the man that went down and was penalised, and Antoine Hastoy is the man that can kick La Rochelle away from danger and into an element of danger at the opposing try line. Antoine Hastoy has started 71% of his games this season. No try as yet. Finally, Becca Gigashvili goes off. He'll be replaced by the Englishman Kieran Brooks on that right-hand side of the Toulon scrum. Good push this by La Rochelle. Little bit of momentum here for the men in white. Ball is available, says the referee. Looks like La Rochelle took that down themselves. That maul. Penverne. Kurbalo looks one way, goes the other. Feeds it into the path of Lopano Sudani. Samoan international gets a yard or so. Little kick over the top, Hastoy. Just too much on it for Teddy Thomas to be able to reel in again. So close, you could see he had the path there to the try line, open right in front of him. They could do with a bit of inspiration.
Ok.
The two-time European champions. Toulon have lost the only line-out that has gone against the head in this game so far, but that one is regulation. Bomb taken on by Facundo Isa. Argentine needs support and it arrives. Lobanitsa. Big kick by Sanzel, who has remained on.
Arrêt du temps, 5 et 8 rouges.
Enzo Hervé is the replacement scrum half, or the replacement fly half. One does wonder why he didn't start the game, to be honest with you, rather than making Jeremy Sanzel improvise his way. Alan Oasis comes off and Halagahu comes on. 22-year-old. Knocking on the door of French international status. Oh, that's nice. Ulipanu, Suteni almost managing to break through, keeps hold of the ball. Kerbalo recycles.
Avantage.
Will Skelton, his first runner to the gain line. Lavani Botia, he has another go. Good defending from Toulon so far. Cut back inside by Kerbalo. Oh, that's along the ground.
Top. On revient là, plaquage sans ballon sur le 16.
So going back for a tackle on the man without the ball
Au 40.
earlier on. The Suteni, who seems to have hurt his elbow.
Ici, plaquage sans ballon. Ok, plaquage sans ballon ici sur le 16. Pénalité.
Well, it was
Qu'est-ce qu'on
late.
fait, Qu'est-ce qu'on fait?
Well, the flair players in this game have been kept on a tight leash so far. But Suteni trying to break through. Hastoy looks for the 5-metre line, and it's gone just outside. Still a dangerous attacking line out coming up here
C'est bon?
for a La Rochelle side who find themselves 9th coming in today. There's a grand old man of French rugby, Mathieu Bastereau. Great of Toulon and Lyon.
Reprise.
La Rochelle set up the drive and the maul, and Toulon tried to dig a hole in front of them. Switching round, and La Rochelle still moving, almost on the try line. Diving forward, still a half a metre away. Seething in, Botia. Still can't get that ball down. Forward by Cancourier. Toulon hanging on here. Big opportunity here for La Rochelle to get themselves back in the game. It's been all Toulon in the second half until now. Kerbalo. West. Little kick. Out it goes. Suteni. And Dylan Lades, almost the first thing he does as a substitute is score a try.
Arrêt du temps.
The ex-South African international
Vidéo.
coming up with try number 3 if it stands the test of the TMO.
Parce que si c'est mollet coulé, ça sera essai de pénalité, carton jaune. Si c'est pas mollet coulé, on restera sur l'essai.
Ouais, bien reçu.
Mets-le aux images, s'il te plaît.
If it's not a try, then the referee says there's a yellow card here coming for a Toulon player. Big drive forward to start with.
Même molle.
Oui, tout à fait.
Toujours molle, toujours molle. Ok, et on a, c'est quel numéro?
Attends, on va vérifier.
It's Tolofua by the looks of it.
Regarde le
They're
plan
asking
de
what
caméra,
number is
l'autre
it?
plan de caméra, parce que pour moi c'est molle écroulé sur le côté.
Maybe it's
Encore
Christopher
celui-là.
Tolofua, the replacement hooker, number 16.
Le grand angle.
Ok. T'as le 21 qui plaque et le 18. Là, on va l'avoir là. Voilà.
Ah, mais 18 en travers.
They're struggling
Et
to
il plaque,
find out
c'est
at the
bon, c'est le
moment.
18.
19.
19.
19.
Non, non, parce que la transformation elle est en coin.
Well,
Et là, c'est
19, as they're saying,
sécurité,
is
carton jaune.
Salavacio Tolofua.
Tout à fait, Mathieu.
19. 19. Tu vois, 19.
And that's who they settled on. So the 26-year-old back row forward in his first season with Toulon, having come in from Toulouse where he won the Brenners 3 times, goes for a 10-minute sit-down. And just when Toulon were getting a bit of momentum in this game, suddenly they're down to 14 men.
Ok. Arrêt du temps. Changement. C'est bon? Allez. Ouais, non, quand tu veux.
So it's a penalty try to La Rochelle and a 10-minute sit down for Salavasu Tolofua, and La Rochelle are right back in this and in front again at 22 points to 13.
Dedans. 6. Tire les gars, dedans.
Sors.
Well, going from bad to worse at the moment.
Dedans, venez à 6.
Pierre Mignoni looks at a loss to explain all of this. Well, whatever happens, Antoine Hossoy looks confused as well, but he doesn't care. Off we go as Johan Tonga is replaced by Matthias Haddad in the back row for La Rochelle. La Rochelle then with 8.5 minutes to take advantage of a man advantage.
Derrière les pieds.
Sorti!
Here comes Leds. Denied the try to go on his own personal tally.
Vers l'arrière.
It's been knocked on by Levani Bottia. Well, that is not how to take advantage of a one-man superiority. Looks like he's getting a bit of cramp as well, Bottia. On comes 135-kilo, 20-year-old Carl Sorin then. And he comes on to replace Louis Penvern at loose head prop. There he is. Youngster's had a decent game, actually. Big learning curve for him up against Becca Gigashvili in the scrum. Meanwhile, Levani Bottia is back on his feet. Could go either way this game. Delicately poised.
Change. 7 blancs. 7.
It's not that bad a game. Levani Bottia, I don't think he's going to be able to carry on. So Johan Tonga comes back on again. to replace the open side flanker. Of course, he started at number 8, but he can come back on again at another position. However, Lavani Bottia will not be allowed back on again as he's going off with an injury. 7 minutes that Toulon have to survive, with 14 on the pitch. Lobanitsa feeds. Another good scrum this from both sides. Solid, steady, stable. Well, nobody won that one. In the end, very solid platform from which Cornel de Prière can come off the back. Kieran Brooks running through a ploughed field of where that scrum just was. Lobanitsa kicks, it's not very far. And there was a knock on. The knock on was by a baddie, even though it was Lester Fainga Anuku who had initially gone up for that high ball. Baptiste Sarin watching on, probably wishes that he was on the pitch. Wasea has come off. He's been replaced by Setariki Tuikuvu, another Fijian international, but wasn't selected for the Rugby World Cup, unlike the player he's just replaced.
Flexion. Lié.
We can see how competitive it is there now, trying to get every little bit of advantage they can. Two very well matched pack eights in this match so far, before the substitutions, and seemingly the same thing after them. That is Haddad packing down. In from Kerbalo. Again, it's strong from both sides, but La Rochelle maybe getting the slide upper hand. Kerbalo off the backside. Little kick forward by Teddy Thomas. Thomas' speed goes off. That's a magnificent mark by Jeremy Sanzel. Diving catch and called the mark all in one go. It's not been an easy game for him so far. That's his best moment of it. Inside the last 8 minutes. Caught by Leeds. He was thinking about taking it quickly, but he's going to bring it forward, get the meters forward with the set piece rather than take it quickly from further back. Beautiful catch, and Teddy Thomas was the right idea, just a little bit too much on it. Well, I didn't hear what the referee said there, but I'm assuming it's because there was not 2 meters between the lines, and the referee blaming Toulon for it, or rather blaming La Rochelle for it. De Prière. Lobanitsa. Oh, knocked on by Brooks. And the referee will blow because Ribbons has got it. And it will be a La Rochelle ball, not a Toulon one. Well, when they look good, they've looked magical, Toulon, in this game, but there's been far too much of that kind of imprecision. Denis Priso watching on, frustrated as anybody supporting the team in red. Territory looks as though it's remained exactly the same as in the first half. However, the last 10 minutes completely changed around. La Rochelle dominating. Kerbalo again, they're pushing, they've gone up at the front. Referee, though, has just let them get on with it. West, oh, that's on the line, isn't it? Surely that's out on the full, isn't it? No, the assistant has said it bounced in touch or did he? Well, he's saying it bounced. They're going to check. I thought this bounced on the line. It did. That's out on the full. So back they'll come to the place where the La Rochelle fly half took the kick from. This is Pierre Pignoni. The frustration of an uncle babysitting a load of ravenous teenagers. Who just won't do what he's asking them to. However, they've won the ball here. Kieran Brooks. Lobanitsa. 2 minutes to go on the yellow card, and Toulon have the ball. Deveau. This is good play from Toulon. This is great game management. Lovely. Still moving. Forward comes Halago. Abadi. Almost set up that try, and it's just off your feet. Arriving at the breakdown, you have to stay on your feet. You can't just pile in. It's a shame for Toulon because, again, they were building. And don't forget, they're short-handed. In he comes from Lesbeck. Not straight. It's the first time we've had a call like that in the 76 minutes we've been on the pitch today. There it was. He right? Yeah, it's off it goes, skewing away from the Toulon players, not giving them a chance to fight for the ball. So then scrum, and a La Rochelle attack goes by the wayside. La Rochelle still leading by a single point. La Rochelle have suddenly worked out how to play away from home this season. Started off the campaign with 5 defeats in top 14 and a defeat in the European Champions Cup away at Stormers. But all of a sudden, wins at Pau, now wins at Sale. And there could be a win here if they can survive 3 minutes away at Toulon, who have not lost at home this season in top 14. Back on again, Salvatio Tolafua. Toulon back to 15. In the end, the only points they conceded was the penalty try that sent Tolafua to the bench in the first place. Lobanitsa trying to offload, but he was being hung on to. Ribbons heading for the last 2 minutes. They'd only need a drop goal. However, Sanzel probably won't fancy taking it. Lobanitsa instead does a little kick. Just a little bit too much on there, and Jack Knoll was able to let it go into touch. Nobody in a red shirt seemed to be aware that that kick was coming. However, a penalty. Will Skelton, the man penalised.
Qu'est-ce qu'on fait? Qu'est-ce qu'on fait?
Referee is asking what they're going to do. Surely they can take the goal here. Why would you do anything else? 1 point down. Melvin Chamonet's been perfect off the kicking tee today. This would not be the time to get it wrong for the first time.
Okay.
So Melvin Jaminet, sent back from the French national side, not needed for the first Six Nations game against Ireland. Now with a chance here to win the game for his club Toulon. Against the double European champions La Rochelle. He hits it. It goes true, straight through. And Melvin Jaminet might just have taken the victory here for Toulon right at the end. It's been a tough game. The lead has exchanged hands a few times. But it is 25-23. Inside the final minute, and they have the ball again. Few seconds to go, they just don't need to do much. They're going to have to play it one more time. Ribbons goes into contact. Counting it down. There goes the horn. And it is kicked into touch. And Toulon still the victory. And they remain unbeaten at home in top 14, but by the skin of their teeth. It's finished Toulon 25, La Rochelle 23.